Okay, can you see my screen, Prof?
Yep.
Right.
Clear. Thank you.
So, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, Prof. Tong, for this opportunity. I'm Husna from Medical Education Department. I'm the Assistant Coordinator of the elective posting. So today I would like to share with all of you about the innovation in UKM undergraduates of elective posting project. So this is the overview of the posting. The aim of the elective posting is for the students to experience and discover broader aspects of the human life beyond the classroom setting. So the duration is basically around 4 weeks. So these are the course learning outcomes of the posting. So basically we want the students to acquire, apply and demonstrate the soft skills such as decision making, interpersonal communication, time management, critical thinking, and also responsibility. So at the end of the module, the students will have to discuss their experiences and also the implication towards their personal development. So we have a few themes that the students can choose to do their elective posting, okay, from volunteerism, humanitarian, joining the NGOs, any skills, talents that they want to learn, as well as entrepreneurship. However, because of the MCO, due to the COVID-19 pandemic that hit our country since March last year, so I believe most of the TNL, teaching learning methods, need to be modified. So same goes to the elective posting. So we also want to ensure the students have convenient and also the safety during when they do the elective posting. So here, pre-COVID, basically the objectives and also the planning of doing the elective posting is was set by the students, and they will discuss with the elective posting supervisor where they do the elective posting. But in the MCO, we let the students to create the activities, set the activities, and it depends on their creativity. Anything that can add any values and also personal skills through any medium that they want to do, but still adhere strictly to the SOP. So as for the application form, previously the student will submit through our standardized hard copy form, but we change it to the Google form during the MCO. And for the students' task, the students need to produce the elective posting report, which consists of reflection, learning journal, and also the student evaluation by the supervisor. So when the MCO happened, we choose Padlet as a platform to systematically monitor the students' progress bi-weekly. They also need to produce elective posting report and come up with a short video or e-poster. So all the submission of the tasks previously were through hard copy. They need to send to the GPP, and during MCO, we use the UKM folio. So these are some of the pictures. Pre-COVID, okay, we use so many papers and also ink printers. And during MCO, we change it all to through online. We use Google Form, UKM folio, as well as Padlet. So in the Padlet, each of week, we have admin notes where we write the instructions to the student, what they need to do in the Padlet. So this is the example. We ask the student to share their name, metric number, date, what they have learned during the week, and points to remember, their feelings and thoughts, what they can practice from what they did, and any difficulties or concerns, and how they cope with them. And also 2 words to describe elective posting progress so far, as well as their plan for the next week. So here I would like to share with you the video that we sent for Edu Innovation 2020.
Dr. Husna, will there be sound?
Oh, can you hear the sound, Prof?
No.
Oh.
Probably you have to unshare and share again. There's a tick box where you have to tick sharing with computer sound. So you have to,
right.
yeah, you have to unshare first. You need to unshare first. Yeah. Stop sharing first. Yeah.
Can you hear the voice now?
Yeah, but I can't hear the computer sound. So you have to tick a box where it allows computer sounds to be heard. So you need to stop sharing first. Yeah, share again. And before you click the full sharing, there's a box for you to tick. Did you tick a box?
Yeah.
You tick a box, say share computer sound. Yeah, then you can proceed. Yeah.
All right.
Hello everyone, my name is Sabrina, 4th year medical student from UKM. For my elective posting last May, I've learned to make embroidery. I've embroidered a few designs on cotton fabric by applying various kind of stitches techniques such as French knot, satin stitch, rose wheel and many more. Major soft skill that I've acquired is problem solving and type management. For this project, we were required to submit our weekly report through Padlet, and I found this medium to be very beneficial as it guides me by managing my time so that I can complete my project before the deadline.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Sabrina binti Nur Asfihan. I'm a medical student from Fakulti of Medicine UKM. I did an art project known as Amateur's Canvas for my elective posting. I did both traditional and digital art. I acquired a few soft skills throughout my art project, including better at managing my time, and I acquired new creative thinking skills. We use Padlet to submit our weekly reports for our project, and I find the interface to be very efficient as it is very user-friendly and time-saving. Thank you.
Okay, so that's the video that we submitted to Edu Innovation. So I would say the journey of the medical students during the elective posting, although it's during the MCO, is very amazing. Okay. So I would like to share a little bit about Padlet. So what is Padlet? It's actually a virtual wall founded in 2012. So actually people can express, share opinions, thoughts, ideas through words, images, as well as videos. So why we choose Padlet? First, because it's very convenient and compatible to our Z generation medical students. So they actually can share the content and also their progress almost on live. Okay, and it also encourage the collaborative learning in terms of skills and knowledge creation, as well as increase the engagement between the students and also the lecturers. Actually, they can in the Padlet they can like the post and also comment on their friends' post in the Padlet. Also creates a positive culture of learning where it celebrates and promotes creativity and reduce environmental impact. As I mentioned, we use paperless and we no need to use any printed ink or yeah, we know with minimal cost. So how to use Padlet? First of all, you need to install the Padlet application through Apple or Android device, or you just can go. You can just go to the Padlet website and sign up. So actually, the Padlet basic plan is free. You will get 3 customizable Padlets with unlimited posts. I will show you this later. It's immortal means that whatever you have created, it will remain there as long as you remember your username and password. And it's not a trial version. The basic plan is not a trial version. So this is the customizable Padlets that I mentioned. Okay, in the posting we have actually, if you being active in the Padlet company eventually will give you like one customized Padlets over a few months. Okay, so basically the basic plan you will get 1, 2, 3 customizable Padlets, and each of the customizable Padlets the post is unlimited. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many students in your classroom, each of them can contribute in the Padlet. So this is the dashboard of the Padlet. Okay, we have week 1 until week 4 for the elective posting. In the Padlet, you can choose any layouts. Okay, depends on your objective of your learning as well as your creativity. So this is the example, grid form. In elective posting also we use mostly in the grid form. This is the example of free form and stream form. If you don't want to use any pictures or videos, you can use stream form. So in the Padlet, you also can choose your privacy setting. Okay, and also you can share the link through QR code, Facebook, Twitter, and you can share with your students. So there are so many ways to use Padlet in the classroom. So these are just an example. You can use for brainstorming, live question during your class, gather the students' work like we did in the elective posting, portfolio, to create the ice-breaking session, thinking maps, and many more. So these are my references. Thank you. Back to you, Prof. Tong.
Yep, that's a very a quick short presentation. Did you want to show us a quick Padlet what you have on your on the students' work? Yeah, live.
Okay.
Well, while Dr. Kusna is preparing, any question posed to Kusna? Yep.
So can you see the screen, Prof?
Yes.
Right. So when you sign up to the Padlet, so it will appear. This is a dashboard. So I will just give an example. So this is the week 1 of elective posting. So this is the example of grid form that I mentioned. Means that this is the admin notes and the student will just post their progress here. So this is the button where you can just click here and yeah, it's so easy. Okay. So
okay.
Just from the beginning, if you want to make a new Padlet, just click here, make a Padlet, and you can choose any layout that you want. And then yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Did you subscribe to this?
Yes, you need to go to the website padlet.com, sign up, and then you just get the basic plan that I mentioned. You get 3 customizable Padlets for free.
Yeah. So I mean, how did you pay for this?
Oh no, basic plan is free, Prof.
Free. Okay, you subscribe to the free one. Okay. So I invite question if if there is any about sharing how to run a elective posting on Padlet. Basically, we supplement with forms, Google Forms, and yeah. There's a question in the chat. Prof. Mawada asked, and compared to Microsoft Teams, what are the obvious advantages to use Padlet?
Actually, we can incorporate the Padlet into the Teams, okay, because we can get the link from the Padlet and use it in the Teams. Means that because Teams actually you have what they call the software that we use for concept map in the PBL. I think it's something I can't remember the app's name in the Microsoft Teams. Sorry, Prof?
Note. I think you share, co-share in Notes, right? Correct. From Mawada is quite well with Microsoft Teams. So I think Words are not Notes, class notes, right? That you can share a lot of things.
Yeah, class notes. Yeah. But I have no experience using Padlet, so I was wondering, is it something worth investing time in? So what are the obvious advantages to using this?
Actually, I think the Microsoft Teams, we are doing in real time, kan, Prof? From Mawada. But in the Padlet, you can just pick the platform for the students to put their progress at their convenient time lah.
But Microsoft Teams, we can also do asynchronously. You can just put up one task at one thread, and the student will be able to upload asynchronously lah.
But personally, for me, I like why I choose Padlet because the wall is like very attractive lah, cantik. So
it's more beautiful. Alright.
Yeah. And then I can put the link into the UKM portfolio.
Good.
Yeah, because Microsoft Teams nanti kita nak we need to log in and then wait for to kena stable lah internet tu kan. So like Padlet, we can just log in and then post the progress there.
Yeah. And Padlet, you can share link with anybody without need to install apps. You just go on to the web interface. So it takes less time and learning is very quick. It's just a right click on canvas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no need to log in, and I think that's the beauty. Yeah. So any other question on Padlet? Padlet is also we can link video in the Padlet, right? And everything. Yes.
I would like to ask a question. Basically, for Padlet is very good for students' journal. However, for marking system for elective posting, because I am the one who do the markings for elective postings, so I can see that when you want to put Padlet students' journal into the UKM folio, you crop one by one the students' Padlet by week. So is that tedious things to do because of you didn't incorporate the link directly to the person who going to mark that Padlet?
Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Farah. I think because I'm also marking the elective posting assignment. So I think the problem with the current marking is because because the archive things lah. We cannot put the latest link to the current UKM folio students assignment because the one that we mark is the previous student which has been archived before. So we cannot put the link to make the marking process easier. So I think there is a problem with the UKM folio as well to link with the current Padlet. But I think in the future we will ensure to improve the system lah between the Padlet and also the UKM folio. But I think the students actually they just submit what they have posted in the Padlet, and then they just do the same things through the UKM folio.
Actually, we can embed Padlet into UKM folio, the Web 2.0.
Yeah, because
Would that
The
be
thing is, only Dr. Shamsa is the one can access the previous archive you can follow. Yeah, so that's the problem lah actually.
I have a question because I think there are many students, 120, right? 130.
150 plus.
50.
Yeah.
So if they're going to write on one piece of canvas, one piece of Padlet, then the canvas will be huge. Is that a challenge?
Yeah, yes, indeed. It's a challenge because for me as well, I don't have enough time to go scroll all the posts. Okay, eventually, we just want to have the engagement lah, between the students and especially among the students, because previously they do the elective posting with their friends. Okay, now they're alone at home and doing their elective posting alone. So actually, the first objective is to create the engagement. But yeah, being we as lecturers to go through all the posts is quite a lot lah actually, Prof. The post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, Padlet is very beautiful. You can see
Yes.
like a magazine. Yeah, it's like a journal in the magazine. It's very nice when they incorporate the videos and also the photos inside the Padlet. It's very nice.
Very creative way of students can have their creativity in the Padlet. And I think the selling point I've used a little bit, but the selling point is very ease of use. It's very easy to just click.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other question? This is something I wish to learn, but I guess how do you manage? This is looking at learning objective and the use of platform. How do you actually decide? Some critical thinking is being exercised or demonstrated in this concept of sharing their life experiences and learning experiences through Padlet and Google Form and reflective writing. How does the critical thinking bits come in to be assessed? Or how to ensure the student actually certain level of critical thinkings are involved?
Actually, when MCO came last year, Prof, actually we are scratching our head to think how the students can continue the posting, because previously they do the posting outside, but now they confine at home. So eventually we just give the freedom to the students to do anything they want. But in terms of critical thinking, I think to do something that out of their expertise or their normal norm. So I think it will eventually dig out some creativity or critical thinking among the students lah. But yeah, this is our plan of the study. Yeah, we will assess all the effective writing and also the Padlet sharing to see where is the critical thinking elements in their task.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, and we'll see what's going to happen. Okay, and any other question? We actually allocated about half an hour for presentation and Q&A, and yeah. So we can actually, those who want to try, can you go and try it out? The Padlet is free. And create a common space for student and lecturer to interact and engage. And we'll see how, because sometimes you can use it as reference material. All reference material there. Of course, you can do it in UCAM-Folio, but it's just too many applications for you to play around and see how it best engage. Yeah, if there's no question, I think we thank Dr. Kusna and best of luck to study what the students have produced and see what something we can learn from what you have studied later. Yeah.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep. So our next presentation, Prof. Tan Hui Jan, we know our neurologist. So she also have designed something and eager to know, and that's a gold medal, right, Prof. Tan? Yeah. So okay, I won't talk too long. The floor is yours, and again we can ask questions at the end. Thank you, Prof. Tan.
Okay, thanks, Prof. Tong. Thank you to Prof. Tong and UKM for allowing me to present my sort of innovation. So it's nothing very great, I think, compared to what Prof. Husna and the rest have done in JKM. So mine is on the seizures and epilepsy app. So what is this all about? I'll take you through. So basically, I'll be talking to you why an app, what is this app all about, where we can use this app, and who is it intended for. Okay, so as you know, I'm in neurology, and epilepsy is close to my heart. So epilepsy is a chronic neurological condition with significant medical, social, and psychological consequences. Out in the public, there are still many misconceptions regarding this condition. Okay, in the layman, people know it as sawan, tarik, or kancing, gigi in the Malay language. And there are a lot of cultural beliefs why epilepsy happened. Is it some witchcraft or being possessed by demons? And there's lack of awareness and stigmatization in the communities. So part of our neurology epilepsy team is to try to reduce the epilepsy treatment gap. And there are a lot of community-based projects that has been implemented to create awareness in the community. And how we want to create this awareness is to improve or disseminate the knowledge through education, which is of utmost importance. And education comes from us teaching the students. Yeah? So education has also revolutionized with the influx of digital technology. In the past, I remember we all have to go through the library, yeah? With lots of books, okay, and going through pages and pages of textbook. If you want to look for certain paper, you have to shift through all the old journals in the old UCAM library, and most of the time you will be like this, from the head to toe covered by books. So technology has improvised our lives. It has enabled comprehensive, extensive learning through laptops, tablets, and even mobiles. So the mobile phone that we have here today not only serve as a communication tool, it has also provided us not even as a tool for shopping. Very commonly now we use for our e-Sejahtera, okay, scanning wherever we go, and also as a platform for teaching and learning purposes. So why is it important? Okay, so we know that the risk of COVID infection is very high. All the healthcare personnel, students are at risk. As I'm talking now, there are patients and healthcare personnel being swabbed because of the contact. So everyone have a handphone, have a smartphone in fact, okay? There's no one in the hospital that goes through without having a phone. Even your children now also all will have a handphone, okay? So the important thing of having a phone is just not for communication, but it's also to stay organized, assess learning through the phone, stay being academic, and to foster productivity. So what is this seizure and epilepsy app? So you can scan this on the Google Play Store on this QR code, and the Apple App Store on this QR code here, and you will come up with this epilepsy app, and you can download it. So the content of this app has basically a few subtopics, the introduction, the gallery, some videos, and a web page link. The introduction page will allow the reader to understand the definition of seizures and epilepsy, and the video presentations in the app also provide the student an audio-based learning. And there are links to YouTube videos which displays the lectures that you may have given before and other talks. So this is how example of the gallery view will look like. Okay, basically we put in what's the definition, the topic that you want to explain on the app, very point form. Okay, seizure triggers, causes of seizures, and etc. Okay, and then if you open up each of the subtopic, then you have in English and Malay. Yeah, so this is sort of bilingual app. So jenis sawan, ya, penyebab sawan. So this is very easy to understand. Okay, and this was all being supported thanks to the Epilepsy Council, the Malaysian Society of Neurosciences, which this is a society where the neurologists, mainly epileptologists, all have this combined effort to set up this app. And here we have an event list here. So if you have any events coming up, so we can actually put it in there, and there's a registration button that you can register. Okay, and these are also some examples of how the app will look like. Then we explain to them what the different types of seizures. They have the generalized seizures in pictorial form. Okay, so this page is linked to the Persatuan Epilepsi Malaysia, which is also sub body under the Epilepsy Council, and this is also linked to these webinars that's given on a monthly basis. So how do we assess the students via this app? Okay, so it's very difficult maybe to catch them. So we can actually list the very simple questions here, and what the student need to do is just to click on the correct answers. Okay, and at the bottom there's a submit button. So this is linked to the tutor's email. So if the student have finished, you just click the submit button and you will get to see the answers here. So you can create how many questions you want, the different type. You can change this wherever you like, and you can actually assess them very objectively, whether they have understood what they have learned in the app as well. And where can you use this app? Remember, when we come for classes, we all have to sit in the lecture hall. All right, we all have to wait for our lecturers to come. So the good thing about the app is wherever you are, where you're in a bus, wherever you're in a queue, okay, whether you're at home, okay, you can always get access to the app. So who is this intended for? Okay, so we intend to use it for the students, all right, for the community, all right, for anyone who wants to learn about the subject. So you can, my example, of course, I do it on epilepsy and seizures, all right, but for all of y'all, you have your different portfolio, your different niche. You can actually create this very easy and very suitable way for education and learning. I think the way forward is, there'll be less of textbooks. It's a very new way to provide learning, support, and assessment of the topic presented. All right. If there's anything that you need to update, you can always put on new information in the app. Of course, the only thing you can't change is the interface. So the interface means the actual picture at the front of the app. Okay, the rest of the content can always be changed. As you know, nowadays a lot of information is very fluid, very dynamic. Things change very easily. So information that we have 1 month ago may become obsolete, in a few months to come. So if we produce the textbooks or produce all these books as well, after some time we cannot use the information there because it's outdated. So with this app, you can update it from time to time, and you can be sure that the students can get access to the updated information, and it's a very interactive way. Okay, so of course I didn't create this app out of the blue. I had the help of a digital platform, and maybe I just end here by showing what we submitted to the Edu Innovation video. Okay, may I just share this, Prof. Tom?
Yeah, sure.
I hope it comes out.
Yeah, hope that you will. I just wanted the sound to come.
Can you hear the sound? Okay, yeah. So maybe I'll just leave with the last slide. So do you want to create or own your own app without any knowledge about the technique of doing it? You can click at this link here. Maybe I'll put in the chat box as well, or to register for free webinar. All right. Okay. I didn't do this. So this is the web site that I happen to learn how to sort of do this. So I find it quite interesting, and maybe I want to share it with some of y'all as well about this. So thank you.
Right. Thank you, Prof. Tan. Yeah. You want to paste that link? We would like to explore. Yes. Invite question from the audience. Those in the Facebook will not be able to ask question. I didn't access the Facebook though.
Yeah. So the webinar is not conducted by me. Okay. Yes, Prof. Mawada. Is how I sort of stumble upon this to learn this I think all of y'all are probably better than me. I do this. I did this on a free time only, and I hardly have much time to do it. So it's quite interesting. So you just go and listen. There's no harm, you don't have to sign up first. You just listen to them. They've got a few sessions. I think usually they do the webinar on a weekends, all right, maybe 2 hours, so you might not, so maybe after this you will have Prof Tong Seng Fa's new app, Prof Mawada's ENT app. Yeah, and you'll be surprised, actually, Prof Tong, do you know that UITM has their own students app already, Yeah, and it's amazing. I never knew all this until I did this. Then I realized that maybe we should be going ahead to do this as well, because if not, we will be left behind. Okay. I can share with you a link. I did this seizures app and also one on a medical app. The medical app, it's also something similar. It's basically these information apps. Okay. um, um, we do a lot of apps like the Grab Food app and all this Lazada app and all that. Those are for shopping apps. Right, so that those are different. So this is a very basic so information app. Waze, that you Waze is also an app. All right, of course I am not so high tech. I cannot do all that. I probably misguide you to the wrong direction.
No, yeah, actually, it's interesting. I just want to know, since you said it, I just want to know how much time you actually take to put up this app. I mean, the whole topic of epilepsy. How much time do you actually spend? Yeah, that's
the content of it. The content. Everyone is an expert in their own field, so the content is not the problem. All right. I think the only thing is getting used to putting it into the form and putting it into the app. So the webinar that you will, if you allow me to share with you all this app here, then you just go and listen to them and see the creator of this program. All right. Of course, they will ask you to probably sign up for it, which I think is quite worthwhile. If you just Google up, actually, to make an app, it's probably cost a minimum of 50K to have an app. Yeah. I can actually show you maybe this UITM actually has their own app. I'm not sure whether ours will have our app or not. So
yeah. That's the next question actually. How much money you spend? Or is it the free app that we can actually download?
It's free app. Yeah. This, of course, this to buy, you actually pay for the digital platform. Like your phones, right? Your Apple phone and all your Android phones, right? They all have to be on a digital platform. All right. So basically you're paying to create the app on a digital platform, and then from the digital app form you have to apply, just like a application to be in a journal. So now you're applying to be in the Apple App Store. You're applying to be in the Google Play Store. All right. I must tell you that the Android phones are easier to get in. Okay. The Apple App Store is very, very tedious. All right. It's very, very strict. They have very stringent criteria. If you do not meet the criteria, they don't allow you to get in. Then of course you have to pay some money to be get your app to be in there. Yeah.
Application fees.
Yes, I mean, some of y'all may find it an interesting idea. It's just something I stumbled on unexpectedly, Prof. Tong. Yeah, it's not like I went and did it. Yeah. I can show you this the medical app that I have here. I can't remember where's my link. Just a while. I have the link somewhere here. I did one for the medical department also. But I have to find it first.
While Prof. Tan is finding, we are thinking about any clarification you need. I guess one of the things that we want to compare is how would this app be a more advantage in creating something similar in UKM folio. In a module, I can also create epilepsy module with features already in the Moodle, and how would this compare to app? Of course, app is very much advantage in accessibility in terms of public, anybody can access it, and it's free. You can follow is only for students. So I wonder how would that fare. I mean, if for us who want to venture into creating apps, one of our features is, of course, is publicly accessible. Any other things that you find that apps may be better in some way?
Well, they can be. They don't have to be our own students. Anyone else can also access this. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a link also on just a while on the other app that I have on the chat box.
Yeah, as your Dr. Nolisa also interested, I actually want to know also, you didn't give us a figure, how much do you actually spend for the whole app as well? Digital platform, you apply and you have to pay for the digital platform. And also the app, to create the app, basically, is it free? I mean,
No, to create the app, you have to sign up for this digital platform.
Yeah. How much is that if you want to? How much?
That's about less than about 2,000 like that. Less than 2,000, I think.
Okay.
Less than then, of course, then you want to put it on your Apple phone, right? You cannot just put it there. You have to apply through the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Basically, you're applying to put your app in there. So your app is just like your production or your product.
Yes.
Okay.
So there will be further charges on digital platform.
Yeah. So I just put in for you this link. All right. The first link is to the free webinar. The second link is the one to my second app. It's called Medical. The second app is Medical. Basically, it gives you sort of like some information. Basically, it's for the students. So please feel free to share it with your students as well. So this was created with all the help of all the lecturers in the medical department. So each one of them had created the content, all right, about their different specialty, cardio, respiratory, gastro, or the topic. So the students can actually read it wherever they are, when they go on call, right? So it's going to be impossible now to bring their books in and all that, right? When you're very busy on call, you're the busy intern, and the only thing that you have with you on your phone at night is your phone only, isn't it? So sometimes they want to refer whether you want to give treatment for hyperkalemia, treatment for hypercalcemia. They can't, got no time, the only thing that they have is you can refer through this.
Okay.
Okay. So I would really encourage you all to just sign up for this free webinar and see it for yourselves. I mean, it's very hard to sort of explain, but if you need any help how to make your app, I'm most happy to maybe assist you.
Yeah.
I
Next.
also learn by trial and error, Prof. Tong. I am not that expert, okay? Please don't misquote me.
So me included, we all, I speak for myself first. Okay, I try a lot of error and buy some applications and see how that advantages it. So
Yeah.
can this be embedded into, is it link? Sorry, app is really something I do not know a lot at all. And can that be linked to our learning management platform? Like, I suppose, I'm not sure why do we need to link that to. They have an app that directly can do it already, right? Yeah. But just get it done, make it a resource for teaching learning and become linked into UKM folio. It's practically it's like a book, isn't it? Prof. Tan?
Yeah, it's like a book.
Yeah,
Correct. It's like instead of having a book,
you have a
all right, instead of having the physical book that with you, right, you have to carry a physical book around. You have to lug your whole a bag of books whenever you go, right? So instead of that, the only thing is you have your phone and everything is in here, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, because I went to teach students, in the department, all right. So comparing to times before when we were students, Prof. Tong, remember, we used to carry many books. Our bags are so heavy, right? We have to do a lot of notes on bits and bits of pieces of paper. But now they are like really good. They just have their iPad, their phone, and everything is on the phone. Then I ask them, where are your notes? In the phone. How do you clock your history? In the phone. So everything is in the phone. So I said, might as well we use the phone as a method of learning. All right. So because if we do something that they are not well versed in, all right, just like dictionary, all right. As you know, when we were students, we have to create, get the dictionary and go through word by word, where are the words. But nowadays with the phone, they can get their words, the meaning of their words. So it has changed so much of the learning. I'm still learning, and so I learn from my juniors, from my students as well. So I think the way forward is to probably learn from those who are very IT illiterate, and also learn from everyone, I suppose. Yeah.
One
I
thing
don't.
one thing is good is there's a question there that you can design. We have some experience with students talking to their learning experience, and what they really like is question. Whether they do question for exam or not, but question drives learning. We know it very well. Or, the medical education colleagues and tell us a lot about assessment drives learning. But in fact, they really like the question to gauge their level of knowledge, as well as if they have learned, how much they have scored further. And that's wonderful. I saw that in your apps, and yeah, that's something maybe very attractive to them. So yeah.
I mean, y'all can just download the app on your phone as well, and then uh, you can give me some feedback also. I'm supposed to also update it from time to time, but yeah.
We missed the QR code just now.
Oh, QR code. Okay, sure. I'll just share with the
Yeah.
QR code.
While sharing, if you have any question, you're most welcome to type or put it up. This now is 3:30. This session I actually open up for 4 slots. I mean 3 or 4 slots. So we have up to 4:30, but we have 2 here. Next month we're going to have another sharing platform. So any of you would like to share your experiences, even using any form of digital platform, or even teaching, normal teaching, clinical teaching, you share. and it's been effective, and you thought it's been helpful for students, you can always share in this platform. Yep. So yep, that's the app, the QR code. If you want, you can quickly snap it before it is taken down. So yep. Right. I suppose. How long did you take to design and make the app? Yeah. Can you give us a concrete answer?
Or you can just go.
How much your experience? I mean, talking about your experience.
And then this.
So push you a little bit. Your line, yeah, your line may not be very stable. Or is it my line is not stable? Yeah, just on the play a video, I see the streaming of the video you played was also quite choppy on my side. So oops, I think we dropped her. Yeah, we whether she comes back on board again. Yeah. At the moment of waiting, any other question you want to ask? You know, Dr. Husna is still here. We will definitely get the answer. Dr. Hazrin, how much time did she spend to make an app? From her word, it looks like it's not too difficult. Yeah, she's coming back. Prof. Tan, are you still there? Yeah. Okay.
So, sorry, Prof. Tong, I got cut off.
Yes.
By the internet.
Yeah, by the internet. They are really interested to know exactly how much time did you how long did it take? Yeah, to design. How long?
I did maybe about 3 months like that.
3 months. And the project on medical is ongoing still, or is already almost complete?
Or it's completed. It's completed. You can click what does it mean? You can actually download it on the link that I sent with you, but it's only available on Android phones, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't put it on the Apple App Store. So on Android, that means
yeah,
just limited phones lah.
Yeah. So for the epilepsy, it took 3 months to create.
Yes, 3 months. Yeah.
With your busy schedule, right?
With the schedule with COVID.
With COVID. All right. Okay.
So I hope you all get some ideas, and if you are you're not sure, you want to ask me more questions, you can always give me a call. I'm always available, and maybe I just share with you. This is the link that you all want. Can you see it? Yes, hilang. Sorry.
Right. The social
something there. Yeah. Okay, this you can register there for a free webinar about app. Yeah. There's a lot of all these app programs outside there. So basically, before I signed up for this one, I went through others few. So, but the rest I felt that couldn't answer my request. They were sort of we're not sure what we are signing up for, but this one they give you a very practical. They go through with you, and they give you some lessons and sort of online lessons lah. Okay.
All right. If you want to click the link, you scroll up the chat, and the link is there, and Prof. Tan has shared the link. And all right. So if there's no other question, I really want to thank our two speakers today, and Dr. Husna and Prof. Tan sharing their experience and we hope to have more sharing in future. So this is going to be a series. I'm going to advertise it again. A series of 6 months, maybe for a year or so. So every month there should be one. So for our activity, Jawatan Kuasa Pembelajaran, e-Pembelajaran, there's 2 things going on every month. One is e-clinic. E-clinic will be a lot more elaborate in terms of how you can create your digital learning platform. And the other one is how to share. How do I do it sharing session? This is series 1. Okay. So with that, have a nice weekend, and thank you very much. This is great, a good start. All right. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prof. Tong. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Prof. Tong. Thank you, everyone.